Pillars for an excellent marriage. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your springs overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares, let them be yours alone, never to be shared with strangers. May your fountain be blessed, and may you rejoice in the wife of your youth. A loving doe, a graceful deer, may her breasts satisfy you always. May you ever be captivated by her love. Proverbs 5 verse 15 to 19. Pillars for an excellent marriage. Let us investigate this because it is very deep. And the main pillar here is the wife of the youth. And this wife of the youth, we mostly understand it as the original first love. But if we try to define what it means to be, or what it means with the wife of youth, it means fidelity and commitment. And this wife of this youth, the wife of the youth, and was highlighted in the book of in the book of Malachi 2, saying, with the wife of your marriage covenant, the wife of your youth. If you look at this wife, if the marriage, this is not the kind of the wife you have in the marriage, chances are that marriage do not excel, because we must define the wife of youth. And the wife of youth have been defined with the following terminologies: drink water from your own cistern, or from your own fountain. Water from your own cistern. And the people who can try to bring other ones like that, this means squatting or fluid during releasing or whatever. If you look at it from another understanding, it means provision and sustenance, fidelity and contentment, personal fulfillment, spiritual life and growth, and deep marital intimacy. That's what it means, a wife of the youth. A woman who she has the energy, she transmits in you, and it causes there to be a dimension of provision and sustenance. You know, there is a wife you can marry, and from there you start to know what it is to sleep hungry. And not because you're not working, you do not understand it at all. They are called toxic women or poisonous women or something like that, like Eve. This woman, for this marriage to be excellent, the woman, she has been called the wife of youth, must be very fidel, very committed, and she must release an energy of provision and sustenance the husband. Contentment. If you say you are the wife of the youth, you must be able to produce the energy of contentment, and this has to do with the sexual contentment your husband gets. Not that like he is, sex satisfaction does not mean quantity, it means quality. Personal fulfillment, that packaging. And this one has not to do with your body. This has to do with the kind of the energy you are transmitting. Must be of personal fulfillment. That when your husband looks at you, doesn't see anything else fulfilling in this one apart from you. Spiritual life and growth. This wife of the youth must be of spiritual growth, must be of spiritual life and growth. So you are still stuck in one level. There is something wrong with the wife or the husband. And the wife of the youth symbolizes deep marital intimacy. If you look there, still this wife is defined as raving doe, which speaks of beauty and grace and affection. And this does not have to do with the physical packaging that many of nowadays men are marrying, physical packaging. This has to do with the inner self that is beautiful, a grace and affectionate. The one Peter described in 1 Peter 3:1-7. Then the same wife of the youth is defined as graceful dear, which speaks of gentleness, intuition, and sensitivity and adaptability. The graceful dear, loving dear, beauty, grace, and affectionate. Graceful dear, gentleness, intuitions, adaptability, and sensitivity, and kindness, and regenerative, and a pusher of new beginnings, innocent and vulnerable. Then the wife of the youth is again defined as, he says there, she is defined as the breasts satisfy. Let her breasts satisfy. That's another description given to the wife of the youth, that she has breasts that satisfies. What does that mean? Breast that satisfies. It's not about the sucking, I don't know that. It means sustenance and nourishment, nurturing, protection, emotional and spiritual connection. It means divine feminism. That's what he said. When he says the wife of a youth, she is satisfying breast. Does it mean you go there and start sucking? No, it means the Lord is defining something about your wife. So you look whether it is in it. So study what does it satisfying breast means. What it means: nourishment, sustenance, nurturing, protection, divine feminism, emotional and spiritual connection. And that's what we call a deep rough. By the way, when you have a wife that is the wife of the youth, the one we call the virtuous woman, we shall look at that. If you have this kind of a wife, she is supposed to completely replace your mother. That's the Bible says, you shall leave your father and your mother, be united to your wife, and you shall become one. So she is supposed to completely replace your own mother. Not in terms of she becomes your mother, but in terms of energy remittance, in terms of energy release. What you used to get from your mother when she carried you in the womb and breastfed you and carried you on her back and washed you and all that and blah, 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 cooking for you, disciplining you, training you, nurturing you. Now, you are supposed to see all of that from your wife. But are those kind of wives existing in our days? The wife of your youth. That's a major principle for an excellent marriage.